Okay, students, welcome back. This is our very important class. You see, what is the topic? Scope of class and its members. Okay, we already discussed three access specifier: public, private, and protected. And these are the scope of class and its member means three type of members: public members, private member, and protected member. And exam sometimes come that what is the difference between public members and private. You just must be known to the theory part. Okay, you see, first of all, what is public member? Public members are the members means data member and member function. You know data member. Data member means not the variable which is be declared under the class, that is called data member, and a function which is declared under the class is called member function. Okay, means public members are the members that can be directly accessed by any function. Means public members are accessed by outside of the class. I already told you in earlier classes that public, private, protected means what is public, private. You already know in Facebook page also. When your profile picture is public means what? Anybody can see it, and when it's protected or private, access means only some specific person you have to assume. Okay, that your family member or your close friend, they can also only see. Okay, none other than any person can see your profile picture. Why? Because you selected the private or protected, something like that. But if you click the button of public means your image is shown by all of us. Okay, like that similar concept. It is very easy concept. Means public member means your member function and data member are accessible by outside of the class, but using the object. Class is always accessed by object. Okay, that's why one concept is, I already told you that always object is reference with class. Okay, class and object both are user defined. And last one is whether member function of the class or non-member function. Okay, you just remember this theory part. Now I will write the, you just note down this. Note down, this is very important. And second one is private member. Second one is private members. Okay, what is private members? Private members are the class members that are hidden from the outside, world. See, what the private members are the class members. Class members is member function, data member. Don't be confused. That are hidden from the outside world. Means nobody can access them. Okay, why? Because they are private. Private members, you just note down this concept. The private members implement the OOP concept. OOP means what? Object oriented of data hiding. Data hiding, I think you know what is data hiding means. Data can be hidden from the outside of the world. And last line is the private members of a class can be used only by member functions and friends of the class in which it is declared. Okay, you see, and note down what means private members are the class members that are hidden from the outside world. I already told you the private members implement the OOP concept, means object oriented programming concept of data hiding. The private members of a class can be used only by member function and friends of the class in which it is declared. Means only inside the class it will be accessed. I already told you, like in Facebook page also, when you click on private means whether you're only close friend or friend, wherever you assume you have to permission which one is accessible to your image, that person only see your image, which you granted the permission. Okay, a non-granted person cannot able to be see to your image. Why? Because this is private. But when you click public means anybody can see. Okay, it is permissible or non-permissible person. Like that. Similar concept, private members of a class can be used only by member functions, and friends means friend function, which is familiar with that class within which that member are declared. Member means data member, class member means data member and member function in which it is declared, means inside the class. Only the inside the class the class member are accessible, and public it is accessible outside from the class using by object. Okay, and last one is protected members. This one is almost similar with private, but some difference. Only one point of difference, that is for inheritance. You see, last one is, you just note down this. This is important for your exam. Last one is protected members. Okay. See, protected members are the class members, or you can write members that can be used only by member functions and friends of the class in which it is declared the protected members I hope you understood the handwriting. I write very fast. Okay. The protected members are similar to private members. You see, that they cannot be accessed by non-member functions. Okay. I will write down this thing. I erase it. You see what is protected? You just note down. I tell you, protected members are the members that can be used only by member functions and friends of the class in which it is declared. The protected members are similar to private members that they cannot be accessed by non-member functions. Okay, means outside of the function. And last one is what is the difference between. Okay, I write down the difference. Okay, after this you write down in your copy in below the difference between protected. Sometimes this is coming in exam. What is the difference between protected and private? For 1 mark or 2 mark, then you have to write from this. Okay, sometimes in exam coming what is the difference between protected and private members? Because both are similar, only one point is difference. That's why then you have to write from the difference. Okay, you just note down in your copy that star mark. This is very important. Means actually it is frequently coming in exam. That what is the difference between protected and private? Because both protected and private are 90% it is similar. Okay, that's why what is the difference between? That's why you just here signify star means it is for very important. Right, the difference between protected and private becomes private. Difference between protected and private members are private members are protected members are inheritable. You just note down inheritable, but private members are non-inheritable. Okay. What is the difference? The difference between protected and private members are protected members are inheritable, but private members are non-inheritable. I hope you remember this thing, recognize it. It's just faster. Almost in the last part your syllabus, I teach you the inheritance. In first year there is not enough for inheritance, enough content. But in second year, one specific chapter is here, your syllabus, the inheritance. Inheritance means nothing but it is derived a class from the base class, okay? Means one class is derived from the another class. You already heard this thing, inheritance word. Inherit means one. We inherit from our father is inherited from grandfather, like that. One generation inherit from another generation, like that. Similar concept in class, that one class is derived from another class. So many type: simple inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level, hierarchical, okay, hybrid. We discuss in later part when we have to study the whole chapter. But in here you just simply recognize that what protected members are inheritable. Means when you specify the access specifier protected, means your class is inherited from the another class, and in private member the class is not inheritable. This is the only difference between private and protected. And other than this, private and protected are all 95% similar. Means private and protected both are similar. Means in private, the outside of the class it is not accessible, or protected outside of the class it is non accessible. But only one difference, that is inheritance concept. Means protected members are inheritable, but private members are non-inheritable. Okay. When we study inheritance chapter, then you clearly understood the concept. I hope you understood inheritance. This is the main difference, and this is frequently coming in exam for 1 mark or 2 mark. You just note down. And other than this concept, both are similar. Protected and private. These are the similar. You just see it. You just study. Then you almost get all notes are similar to private. Okay. Means the frame of the class is declared. Protected members are similar. Almost a similar private member that cannot be accessed by non-members. Non-members are outside of the class. Okay. If you any doubt, you can ask me in my private mail. Okay. Next topic is global class and local class. This one is also a very important part. What is global class and what is local class? And what is global object and local object? That type of question frequently asked, that what is global object, what is local object, what is global class, what is local class. Okay. You just note down. These notes are very important. You note down in your copy. Okay. Don't skip the note, because this note is very important. This note are also available in your book, but I write down because of your understanding purpose. Also for your, I note down from the only important part from the book. Okay. You just study this book. I write down only important part, means which is very important for your syllabus, for your exam. Okay. Okay. See, the scope rules and classes. And first one is what? Global. Okay. This is the global class. Okay. Write down the definition. Just you need to remember the definition. A class is said to be global class if its definition occurs outside the bodies of all functions in a program. right? Which means that object of this class type can be declared from anywhere in the program. Example is available in your book. You just see the example. I don't write the I am not writing the example because example is only for your understanding purpose. You just see in your book. I just write down the only important part because there is not enough time for us because syllabus is very long. You already know there is 2 books, volume 1 and volume 2. We already in only volume 1. Volume 2 is also database networking. Okay. Forget it. See, what is global class? A class is said to be global class if its definition occurs outside the bodies of all functions in a program, which means that object of this class type can be declared from anywhere in the program. What you can understood? Means global means what? Global means I already told you what is global variable, local variable. I hope you remember or not remember. Okay, I will tell you. Global variable means which variable is declared outside the main function, and which variable is declared inside the main function means it is local variable. Okay, local means inside the main function, global means outside the main function. Okay, and like that it is some similar concept. It is for class. That's why a class is said to be global class if its definition occurs outside the bodies of all functions in a program. Bodies of all functions means the member function. Okay, the member functions, and it is called global, which means that object of this class type can be declared from anywhere in the program. Means your object can be declared anywhere, and actually object is always declared under the main function. Object cannot be declared inside class. I write down the class program in previous class. You see that what is the class name? I hope you remember item, and object is what? Object order. Okay, or means object and class is user defined. That means we have to define the name. Okay, but object and class is interconnected to each other with respect to each other. If you don't declare object, then you cannot be access the class means class member, mean data member and member function. Okay, you must be declared a object. Class and object both are required for each other. Okay, if you don't declare object, then your class program will be not complete. See, the class is said to be global means it is outside the bodies of all functions. All functions means your data member and member function means member function, which means the object of this class type can be declared from anywhere. Means anywhere in the program you can declare the object. And next is local class. A class is said to be local class. A class is said to be local class if its definitions occurs inside a function body, which means that objects of this class type can be declared only within the function that defines this class type. Okay, see what is the difference. Sometimes difference will be asking in your exam that what is the difference between local class and global class. Just you need to be write the definition part. Okay, it is coming for 1 or 2 mark, frequently for 2 mark. Okay, see, a class is said to be local class if its definition occur inside a function body, which means that object of this class type can be declared only within the function that defines this class type. Within the function means under the member function prototype. Whenever we write the member function body, you know function body means whatever. Suppose in last class what is the member function? I hope you remember that void initialize, because this is the price program. You remember the previous class that void initialize, void sum, okay, float sum, okay, that is data type, float sum, largest function, and what is that? Your last one is display item for output, and initialize for input, and sum is for sum of all prices, and largest is for which is the largest price. Okay, and that when we write the prototype, protocol means all the argument of function, then we write the function name, and after this we have to write all the, okay, function body means cout, cin, whatever we declare, and some condition in large, some condition largest if less than, I have even the IT price, then large will be that IT price. Suppose you, okay, you know, I already teach in previous class. Then means function body. Function body means the whole argument of the functions. Okay, whole argument of the functions, means member function. And local class, this class will be declared under the member function, and the object is also within the function, means member function. Okay, means basically you understood, means local class is declared under the main function and global class is outside the main function. Just you simply understood this is the basic difference. Means global class is declared outside the main function like global variable, and local class is declared inside the main function, means local variable. Okay, and next one is global object and local object. You see, example is available in your book. You just read the example. Example is not necessary. I just note down the important part, definition part. Okay. Next one is global object. Global object. An object is said to be a global object if it declared outside all the function bodies, and it means that this object is globally available to all functions. Okay, this is functions. Write down very fast. That's why handwriting is not so good. I hope you clearly see. Okay, if any doubt you can ask me. Okay, that is, you need know the short form, that is, this object can be used anywhere in the program. You see, what is global object? An object is said to be a global object if it declared outside all the function bodies, like similar with global class, and it means that this object is globally available to all functions in the program. That is, this object can be used anywhere in the program. Like it is almost similar with global class. Means global class is outside the main function, and global object means object is outside the main function. And last one is I write down local object. This 4 topic is very important: global local object and global local class. A object is said to be local object if it declared, remaining part is same. If it declared within a function, which means that this object is locally available. You just remember the word globally and locally to the function that declares it, and it cannot be used outside the function declaring it. Okay, means what is local object? A local object is declared within a functions, mean under the member functions, similar with local class, that it object is locally available, means under the main function to the function that declares it, and it cannot be used outside the function declaring it. Okay, means I told you, means local object is for only local class, you just remember, and global object is for only global class, means your, or sometime it will be available for each another, means local global some mixing, then local class global class. This will be just remember for a simple purpose, means when your class is declared outside the main function, means it is global, and inside the main function it is local, and outside the main function your object it is global object, and inside the main function it is local object. And generally when we write down the class program, we always declare object under the main function, means your object will be always be local, and class is always outside the main function, means always be class will be global. Means in general class program, our class is what? Global class, and our object is local object, means global local. This will be mixed up. Okay, you just remember, means your class is always be global in all form of program, generally in class program, and some required of characteristics it will be different, but in generally your class will always be global class because it is declared outside the main function, and object is always inside the main function. Is previous class we what program we write, means your object will be local and class will be global. Okay, okay, then for today this class it will be enough. In next class we'll study the next part. Thank you.